Enjoying the show? You can help others find it and enjoy it too by giving us a 5-star rating or review. If you feel like reaching out to us with a question or comment, you can send us an email at mywifetherd@gmail.com. And don't forget to visit our website at mywifethedietitian.com, as well as our social media pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Enjoy the show. It's Rob and Sandra from My Wife the Dietitian, and this is Nutrition Nuggets.
It's a nugget of information.
Another nugget of information, a weekly nugget.
That's right. A nutrition nugget.
What do we got this week?
Rye bread versus sourdough, which is healthier.
Going to fight it out. Yeah, I didn't know much about rye bread, to be honest. I mean, I know it tastes good and it looks interesting because it's nice and dark, but are there like special health benefits that set it aside from other breads and make it in the, same caliber as sourdough?
Is it one of the, remember the brow tea?
Yes, it is.
For people with celiac, because we did an episode with the celiac dietitian, Selena DeVries, who helped us understand some of the grains that are limited or you avoid if you have celiac disease because they either cross-contamination with other gluten-containing grains. But rye, is that on the brow tea?
It's the R, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it contains gluten.
Yeah. So that's just one element of this, but I'm going to read this Food Lover's Companion, Rye Flour.
Favorite book.
Milled from a hardy cereal grass, rye flour contains less gluten, protein, than all-purpose or whole wheat flour. For that reason, it won't produce a well-risen loaf of bread without the addition of some higher protein flour. Rye flour is also heavier and darker in color than most other flours, which is why it produces dark, dense loaves. There are several different types of rye flour, the most common of which is medium rye flour, which is available in most grocery stores. There's also light or dark rye flours, as well as pumpernickel.
I love pumpernickel.
Yeah, it's like more dark and coarse ground. It's very dense, is a good word, eh? And that I think that flour is more available in natural food stores and some supermarkets.
Yeah, I wonder if the flour affects I wonder if those are different flavors. I didn't realize there was so many different versions of rye bread or rye flour, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I wonder if the flavor is more intense with the darker versions of that.
Oh, absolutely. I think all the different, like the marble rye, the pumpernickel, all those different types of rye flour bread have different tastes. And the caraway seed that I put in, we make, for the listeners, we make sourdough bread from the sourdough starter. But
So they're like, really? Where can I get some? Can you make it for the listeners? That'd be nice.
Just an explanation, because
Yes, I know.
So maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week, depending on our schedule and everything. But I had just caraway seed at the end, or like as I'm making that sourdough bread, and it actually gives that kind of taste of rye bread to me.
They must use it in making rye, so it seems familiar.
So those caraway seeds, actually, I want to look it up. Let's see. Okay, in this Food Lover's Companion.
Oh, your favorite book.
Caraway seed, these aromatic seeds come from a herb in the parsley family. Parsley.
Parsley, interesting.
They have a nutty, delicate anise flavor and are widely used in German, Austrian, and Hungarian cuisine. Caraway seeds flavor many foods, including cheese, breads, cakes, stews, meats, vegetables. And that is why it tastes, because I think rye is used in a lot of German cuisine and Austrian and
It is,
Hungarian.
yeah. Now that you say that, I do remember that from German cuisine.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that flavor is familiar.
The dense rye bread with caraway seeds. Oh, it's so delicious. I bet people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy some rye bread after listening to this, eh?
I think they use it in their beer too. I have a feeling. I know German beer is quite a bit heavier often. Sometimes, well, it's
Oh,
not all of it, I guess, but yeah, it's got a distinct flavor too. So maybe there's a lot of rye.
and there's rye whiskey.
Oh, yes, there is. All right. So back to the sourdough. Sourdough, the good thing with sourdough, the healthy thing rather, is like it's got probiotics,
Right.
right?
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
rye isn't like that, though, is it?
No, that's right.
It's healthier
That's
for a different reason.
exactly. So they
Gotcha.
both have really good benefits. They're both really healthy.
Okay.
If it's a traditionally long fermented sourdough, like the kind that we have, because we actually have the starter, and then we use the starter. I have to feed the starter every day or once a week if it's in the fridge. And then you have to use the starter to make the sourdough. But not all sourdough in the grocery store is made with the long fermented sourdough.
And the longer the better kind of thing with sourdough.
Yeah, I think it's like wine.
Yeah, because I mean, you hear some that it's been around for generations,
Right.
right? It keeps getting fed and passed down, and then that must be like,
A certain strain of bacteria that
yeah.
helps with the probiotic.
Hmm.
It's amazing. And we did an episode on sourdough benefits, episode 194. So definitely suggest people look into that.
Yeah, that was a good one. I think we've done a few different episodes, talked about sourdough in a few different places anyway. Probably the probiotic episode as well. I'm sure we mentioned it in there.
Yeah, absolutely. We did on gut health. So I'll link those in the show notes because there's like a lot of gut health episodes and probiotics, prebiotics, postbiotics. But looking at rye bread versus sourdough, what's better for heart health, for digestion, and blood sugar? So we've talked a little bit about the digestion and the probiotic aspect of the sourdough.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, it could be a little bit harder to digest the rye bread than sourdough.
Because it's like a heavier flour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but not necessarily. I mean, that's just possibly an issue for someone who's having IBS or gut health problems and are trying to identify foods that are a bit easier to digest.
Right. I see.
So the rye bread might not be the best option for them at that point.
Okay.
They can maybe work up to it.
Right. I see. And start with the marble rye.
Or the light rye.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's even the lightest one. But rye bread, because it's made with the rye flour, it is a really good source of,
Well, fiber,
yes,
vitamin B too. Isn't there lots of vitamin B or some sorts of vitamin B
B vitamins. Absolutely.
in bread, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
not, is it specifically rye bread? Are
all
there
of
any?
all the breads.
All the breads, yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But fiber, all the breads as well.
Ab-
All the whole wheat breads, I guess.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And rye bread has more fiber than a slice of sourdough. So it has like a little bit more. So 1.86 grams per slice versus 1 gram per slice.
Okay. And what's a like a whole wheat bread, like 100% whole wheat bread? How much fiber would that have? Probably more or similar? Or?
Similar to the rye.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Rye bread also has higher levels of certain nutrients like iron
Oh, okay.
and potassium
Hmm.
and magnesium. So the thing about heart health, so we want fiber. So part of the recommendations are trying to choose at least half your grains as whole grains. Because do you remember like 95% of the population do not get enough fiber?
Yeah, it's pretty low.
That's right.
Yeah, right across the board.
Yeah. So one way to get more fiber would be with your grain intake.
Mm-hmm.
And to have the higher fiber grains or the whole grains.
Right.
So including rye would be a good way to get a little bit more fiber. Plus, like the taste, as we mentioned, is so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
And that extra fiber is actually super important for blood sugar control too.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I don't know if we've talked in detail about the glycemic index.
A little bit. Long time ago, not recently, I don't think, but
Okay, so the glycemic index measures how quickly a food raises blood sugar after you eat.
oh, right. Okay.
And so with rye and sourdough, they're both generally considered low to medium glycemic index foods.
Okay.
And so they lead to a less substantial rise in blood sugar than just white bread.
Which is high or is
It's a
high?
higher.
Higher. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, white bread is, pretty high on the glycemic index scale.
Okay.
So we want a lower number, but, we don't eat just foods in isolation. We usually eat food in combination with other foods.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the glycemic index, it's an interesting measure, but it's not the be all end all.
Right.
And I have to explain that to clients a lot because when we say put peanut butter on a slice of bread, that's going to affect the glycemic index of that meal.
Right. Of course.
Yeah. So all the combinations of, if there's fat in the meal, if there's fiber in the meal, the different types of fiber could be a factor if there's soluble fiber or insoluble fiber. So also protein in a meal, those all affect how quickly your blood sugar rises in your body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the question rye versus sourdough, which is healthier, and it's not a question that we actually received, but it's an interesting comparison because people do wonder when they're choosing their breads, people love sourdough. Like a lot of my clients love sourdough,
Mm-hmm.
but then they're trying to get more fiber and they're wondering, should I use rye instead? I think the thing is, variety is the spice of life.
Have you ever made a rye sourdough?
That's the bottom line.
Oh, yeah?
That's exactly. So that's the thing. If you make your own sourdough bread or if you make bread, you can always buy rye flour and make rye bread. Or if you have sourdough starter, you can make rye sourdough, which is the best of both worlds.
There you go. Or you can make a sandwich with one slice of rye and one slice of sourdough.
Exactly. It's kind of like putting on two different types of socks, though, Rob.
That's all the rage these days, though.
I know, but for
Finally, people
you
just
love to match your socks. But I don't think I don't know if you'd like to have two separate types of bread on your sandwich.
I would be okay with it if they were the same size and all the edges lined up.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
care about, like with socks, I don't care that they're different colors. It's just they feel different sometimes, and I like them to feel. I'm fussy that way.
So funny.
Every time I go to my parents' house, they always tease me because there's a particular spoon that I like to eat with, and they're like, "What's the difference?" I'm like, "Oh, there's a huge difference because they have their spoons are all really deep, like the I don't know what the spoon
like
part.
a ladle type spoon.
Yeah, and it digs into my lips when I it's funny. And they have a flat spoon, and that's the spoon I like. And I'm always searching through their spoons to find the specific spoon that I like, and they always make fun of me. And
that is funny.
so yeah,
Oh my
socks.
gosh.
I'm fussy with how things feel.
That's right.
I'm a sensual person, I guess, or tactile maybe is a better word.
Yeah. And a lot of people, I do just yesterday I did the group with for prenatal, like moms that are pregnant and moms with little ones. So with creating healthy families. And someone was talking about their toddler who has texture problems in terms of picky eating and not liking certain textures.
Mm-hmm.
Like fresh blueberries are okay, but frozen, yuck. Or canned peas, no way, but frozen, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. It sounds like that, eh?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, at least I know, like some people who are fussy don't know why they're fussy. They're just, but I can explain and justify all my fussiness.
Well, I'm glad that you're not that, you don't have a strong picky eating problem.
No, it's the opposite.
Thank goodness.
I like most things. Yeah.
Yeah, that helps.
So,
But that brings me to talk about the rye bread being a little bit denser. So the texture is a consideration if you're buying it for your family.
you know what I find with rye bread is it's really, really, really good. Like probably one of my favorite toasts.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
toasted rye bread, it brings out the flavor. It gets crispy and that dense, like if you eat it as a piece of bread, you notice how dense it is. But when you're eating it toasted, It's almost like a really good pizza crust. So that it's like thick and chewy, but still a bit crispy. Do you know
Yes.
what I mean?
Oh,
And
I
it's
can totally
really,
picture
really
that.
good. And sourdough too is really good toasted. Like they're both really tasty. The flavor comes out in them when you toast it.
Oh, yeah. So
So
good. So good. Yeah.
yeah, it's a
And
necessity, I think, with rye bread.
and I think with any bread that you're using, there's the portion size consideration. Sometimes when we go to a restaurant or take out or get food that's made not at home, it can definitely be like the Texas toast kind of like bread. Like it can be bigger slices.
Hmm.
So just being mindful about how much, because if we think of the plate ratio, right, we've got, half the plate is non-starchy vegetables and fruits and a quarter protein and a quarter of the starch. So the rye bread would be the part of the plate that is the starch. So just watching, if sometimes, having a sandwich, it could be maybe the serving, like you're having like 4 servings of grain products, right, in your lunch or
Hmm.
in that meal.
Yeah. Some of the bread we buy, the pieces are huge. You almost
Yeah.
need to cut the slice in half in order to get two halves to make your sandwich.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not the end of the world if you do that sometimes, but in general, most people are not getting enough non-starchy vegetables. They're not eating that part of the plate
Hmm.
in terms of you're thinking lunch and dinner, especially lunch. I think people have a hard time getting vegetables at lunch.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless you got a bunch of cut up vegetables or
A salad.
a salad that's got a bunch of stuff in it. But it's a whole lot more effort to make a salad than it is a sandwich. And
Mm-hmm.
it's harder to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the thing. So with the rye bread and the sourdough, the rye bread has a slight edge over sourdough when it comes to the vitamins and minerals we talked about. Like there's a little bit more in those
Mm,
in the rye. Plus, it has more fiber. So it could be a healthier choice for some people.
I hear a butt coming.
Not but
Okay. Uh-huh.
the rye bread and sourdough can both support your gut health and digestive system because we're looking at fiber, but the probiotics are in the sourdough. The rye has the fiber. So that's why if you combine the two and make a whole grain rye sourdough loaf, that would be the best of both worlds.
There you go. Or just buy rye bread one week and sourdough the next week. And it's always good having variety.
Yeah,
Like people get so stuck on
buying the same
on
things.
the same thing. And I know I understand that. I mean, it's you have your list of your stuff that you get, and it's easier to manage when you're always buying the same thing. And we do that to a certain point, but every time we go shopping, I'm always on the hunt for new things, or just like, oh, that looks kind of neat. Let's try this for a change, and that's really good to do that because you're getting that variety that you need and introducing new foods into your system. And variety is the spice of life, like you always say, and it's good for your
Absolutely.
gut and all that too, right?
Yeah, it's good for your heart health, because of the fiber and all those vitamins and minerals. Like we talked about the B vitamins and the potassium. There's minerals like iron, calcium, and magnesium, and it's good for digestion and blood sugar control.
Hmm,
So, yeah, and we did episodes on fiber maxing, nutrition nuggets 156. So we can uh, link that in the show notes because
right.
talk a little bit more about fiber. Also, we talk about different healthy meals and snacks, fiber and protein. Nutrition nuggets 143 and episode 140, easy ways to add fiber. So this would be an easy way is just buy rye bread once in a while or pumpernickel or marble rye or light rye and then just change it up so that you're having a different taste for your bread or your toast.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a variety pack of bread? Or like my parents buy like a pack of muffins, and there's like different muffins within the pack. But it'd be interesting to see like bagels or bread or something like that that's a variety, so you can get a bit of a like a sampler pack almost.
That is very interesting.
I don't know how they do that, but
I think I've seen it with bagels before, like
Yeah,
from a
maybe.
bakery. Like you
Right.
can get like different
Yeah, you get a bag
types,
of, yeah, I've seen that too, actually.
but not actually like, slices of bread in one bag.
Yeah, it'd be a bit tricky.
That's like a whole different idea. I think because, nothing like sliced bread. What's that saying? Better than sliced bread?
It's bigger than a bread box.
There's a lot of references to bread.
There is.
Breaking bread. Anyways, if you think of a loaf of bread and you got to slice it, are you going to start to like throw it into different bags?
Yeah, I know, mix and match. That'd be an awkward job.
Interesting. That might be a business idea there for someone.
Yeah. Oh, there we
But
go. Well,
I bet though, just logistically, I'm thinking that each bread has a different moisture content,
Yeah, that's what I
and
thought.
could go bad at a different rate than another slice of bread. So anyways, that's just, wow, what an interesting topic.
You just buy the 2 bags and mix and match at home.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea, is just using, I guess I've done that, like raisin bread on one side and sourdough on another, or whole wheat on one, and
Yeah.
yeah, mix it
not?
up.
There you go.
Variety, diversity of the different plant foods for your gut bugs.
Exactly. Well, there's lots more ideas like that on our website, mywifethedietitian.com. We've also got a newsletter that comes out once a week. It's free to join. And there's all sorts of information in the newsletter, different ideas. We share different things, vegetable of the week, fruit of the week.
Rob's recipe of the
Oh, my
week,
crazy recipes that I like.
which I have some input into all of the above.
Actually, yeah, exactly. I'm just the writer, but Sandra contributes most of the knowledge base.
You write the newsletter, I write the blog articles.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah, it's a good mix. So yeah, be sure to sign up for that. It's a good read. You might find something different and new to try, and yeah. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Feel free to reach out to us there as well. And if you're liking the show, let us know. We love hearing your feedback, your comments, your questions. If you have questions, actually hit us up on our email. It's mywifetherd@gmail.com. Or you can, like I said, comment through social media. We're happy to field your questions there as well. And if you like the show, I'm sure your friends would too. So be sure to share with them. So that is it. That's all we got for today. If you want to hear more, we will be back on Tuesday with a full episode. So until then, have a fantastic week. Thanks for joining us today on My Wife the Dietitian. If you like what you heard, don't be shy. Leave us a comment or review, and be sure to share our podcast with your friends. If you'd like to hear more, hit that subscribe button. You can also follow us on our social media pages for updates, episode trailers, and other odds and ends. For more info and links on what we discussed on today's episode, check the show notes. We'll be back next week with another informative and fun-filled episode.